surged out onto the tarmac, eager to engulf the emperor with their affections. The ceremonial welcome that was planned had to be abandoned as the avalanche of men, women and children swept away all semblance of order.
From the heart of Ethiopia, a figure emerged who would not only define the destiny of his nation, but also capture the imagination of the world. Tafari Makonnen was born on July 23, 1892, in Ajer-Sagoro, Hara province. He remains the most iconic and respected figure in Ethiopian history, a symbol of African sovereignty, resistance against colonialism, and a spiritual messiah to the Ras Tafari movement.
Our guest today on Meet the Press is His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I, Emperor of Ethiopia. The Emperor is a direct descendant of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, and he rules over the oldest Christian nation in the world. During his reign of more than 30 years, he has been a strong advocate of collective security. His troops served with the United Nations in Korea and the Congo, and he has been in the forefront of the movement for African unity. The Emperor played a leading role in the recent Conference of Independent African States. The Emperor will speak in Amharic, which will be interpreted for us by Dr. Manasseh Haile. Now we'll have the first question from Clifton Daniels of the New York Times.
His life spanned nearly a century of profound transformation, from the feudal traditions of the Ethiopian Empire to the challenges of modernization and global diplomacy in the 20th century. As the last emperor of Ethiopia, his reign was marked by efforts to centralize power, modernize the nation, and elevate Ethiopia's stature on the world stage, though his rule also faced criticism for its autocratic tendencies and failure to address widespread poverty. Selassie's lineage traced back to the Solomonic dynasty, which claimed descent from the biblical King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, a heritage that imbued his rule with divine legitimacy in the eyes of many Ethiopians. His early rise to prominence began under the regency of Empress Uditu, where he served as regent plenipotentiary from 1916 to 1930, implementing progressive reforms such as abolishing slavery, expanding education, and securing Ethiopia's admission into the League of Nations in 1923, making it the only African member at the time.
ክቡር ፕሬዚዳንት፣ ክቡራን የዓለም ቤተሰብ መሪዎችና እንደራሴዎች፣ ክቡርነቶ ማህበሩ የተመሰረተበትን 25ኛውን ዓመተ ምህረት ሆኑባቸው ጊዜያት ይገኛሉ። ሁለተኛው የዓለም ጦርነት ያደረሰው ታላቅ ማመሳቀልና ጥፋት ለተባበሩት መንግስታት ድርጅት መመስረት ምክንያት መሆኑ አሁን ከተከሰናቸው ሁኔታዎች የሚቆጠር ሆኖ እናየዋለን።
His coronation as emperor in 1930 was a grand spectacle, attended by global dignitaries, symbolizing Ethiopia's independence in a continent largely under colonial rule. Haile Selassie's defining moment came in 1935 when fascist Italy, under Benito Mussolini, invaded Ethiopia in a brutal campaign that included aerial bombings and chemical warfare. Despite his impassioned appeal to the League of Nations, the international community failed to act, and Selassie was forced into exile in 1936. His famous speech in Geneva in 1936, where he warned that today it is us, tomorrow it will be you, became a rallying cry against fascism and a testament to his dignified resistance. During his exile in England, he became a global symbol of anti-colonial struggle, and with the Allied victory in World War II, he returned to Ethiopia in 1941, reclaiming his throne with British assistance. The post-war era saw Selassie pursuing modernization projects, including the establishment of schools, roads, and healthcare systems, though these efforts often favored urban elites over the rural majority. His leadership in African decolonization was pivotal. He was a founding father of the Organization of African Unity in 1963, headquartered in Addis Ababa, cementing Ethiopia's role as a leader in pan-Africanism. Despite his international acclaim, domestic discontent grew due to land inequality, political repression, and economic stagnation.
የዛሬ 44 ዓመት በእግዚአብሔር ቸርነት በኢትዮጵያ ሕዝብ ምርጫ በአባቶቻችን በኢትዮጵያ መንግስታት ዙፋን ስንቀመጥ የሥራችን መጀመሪያ ያደረግነው የሕዝባችን መተዳደሪያ መብቱ የራሱ እንዲሆን መጠበቂያ የሚሆነውን ሕገ መንግሥት መስጠት መሆኑን በዓለም የምናየው ነው።
The 1960 coup attempt, led by the Imperial Guard, exposed cracks in his regime, though he maintained control. By the 1970s, famine, rising oil prices, and student protests eroded his legitimacy. The 1974 Ethiopian Revolution, fueled by Marxist-Leninist ideology and widespread dissatisfaction, led to his overthrow by the Derg military junta. Selassie was imprisoned and died under mysterious circumstances on August 27, 1975, with his remains hidden until their discovery in 1992, after which he was given an imperial burial in 2000. His legacy is complex, revered by many as a unifying figure and a symbol of African pride, yet criticized for his authoritarian rule and failure to implement meaningful democratic reforms. Beyond politics, Haile Selassie's spiritual significance is unparalleled. To Rastafarians, he is the returned Messiah, the incarnation of God or Jah, a belief rooted in his imperial title King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, and prophesied by Marcus Garvey.
When I look upon creation, it's so wonderful I have to ask a question. I who knew that the answer is the greater than, the one who gives the voice into the roaring lion. Then I sit up in meditation, and I could come to only one conclusion.
Though Haile Selassie himself adhered to Ethiopian orthodoxy and never endorsed Rastafarianism, his 1966 visit to Jamaica ignited a cultural phenomenon, immortalizing him in reggae music and global consciousness. In Ethiopia, he remains a national icon, a figure of resilience against colonialism, and a patriarch of modern Ethiopian identity. His life embodies the contradictions of a monarch who sought progress yet clung to tradition, a ruler who inspired millions but could not escape the tides of revolution.
Light of the world, rule rather by your name is the word. Do you understand me? So praise His Majesty, Emperor Haile. Your name is the word. Power and glory, revelation, His story. I feel so irate. Yes, I feel so irate. So listen as the mighty thunder roll up above. Fresh river water quench the soul. Ever me no worry, cause the earth is your own, no grudge. Just sit up on the throne and He rules us with love. Can you tell me what's the real reason why I'm on singing praises to Rastafari? I beg you with a second.